All right. Hello, everyone. This is the University Park Board meeting, January 14th, 2025 at 7 o'clock. This is on the Zoom only. The snow and all that prevented us from getting down to the clubhouse. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to read this and we'll get going here. So notice all attendants will need to state their first and last name on the sign-in sheet or have their first and last name displayed on the Zoom meetings. This is for proper record keeping of the UP public meetings. If your first and last name is not displayed properly on Zoom, you can provide it in the chat or speak it aloud at the start of the meeting. If your first and last name has not been recorded by 5 minutes after the start of the meeting, you will be removed from the Zoom. This meeting is being recorded, including both live and Zoom audiences. So in this instance, it's just Zoom audiences. For future reference, viewer discretion is advised. To adhere to proper record keeping, the audio and visual recording will stay active throughout all Zoom recordings. So call to order, board members present, Sarah Dahl, Joanne Zahner, and James Slaymaker. The announcement here, the clubhouse bathroom continues to be closed until further notice due to the damage to the water line that happened during the construction of the new firehouse. We knew about it was a potential, so we weren't surprised. There's a porta potty at the firehouse location. And if anyone needs that, when they're in the community, or I noticed that the mail lady's using it, and the UPS and the FedEx people and the fire department guys, the builders are that no problem. Go ahead and use it. That's what they said. So I don't think we're going to get the water line fixed until they run the water to the firehouse at this point. So, okay. Next, we will.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, Kim Luna. Is there a sign on the bathroom door that says that there is a functioning bathroom up at the firehouse location or whatever?
No, it doesn't say that. It is locked and there's a sign saying it's closed, but that's a good idea. We can make a note on that sign telling folks about using that up there. That's fine. I know a lady that can take care of that.
Is it your lady or?
She's a good lady. She's a nice lady. Next, we will discuss and set the annual fees at the February board meeting after we have reviewed the annual report. And this, we're going to discuss, also, do we want to keep the meetings on the second Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. So that's what they've always been, is the second Tuesday of the month. We could nail it down next month for that open discussion on that. But for now, the meeting next month will be on the second Tuesday at 7 o'clock, and then we'll nail down the rest of the year, at the next meeting. Reminder, Zoom meeting recordings from 2023 will be deleted after February 1st, 2025. If you want recordings of these meetings, please download 2023 meetings prior to the end of January 2025. All Zoom recordings are located on the UP website under the tab Historical Board Meetings. And once again, we're deleting these so we stay under our memory capacity, so we don't have to pay additional funds to store information. So that's why it's being deleted. But this was on the last month meeting. We told the community about this, so we've done there's been plenty of notice. So at some point here, it's going to happen. So please record or save it if you want them. Audience comments. We have to stand. So please stand, state your name if you have any comments. Keep comments under 5 minutes. Be brief and respectful of the board and other community members. The audience will have the opportunity to take part in discussion of agenda items in the order that they appear on the agenda. So, are there any audience comments at this time about board? You guys got any comments? I got nothing. All right. That closes the audience comments time. So approval of the December meeting minutes and financial reports. Did everybody get a look at those? Is there any comments online? Any comments from the board? Should ask the board first. Yeah, I didn't have any comments either. Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the December meeting minutes and financial report?
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes and financial report for December.
All right. Second. Cool. All in favor? Aye.
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 Both the December meeting minutes and financial reports are approved. So old business, standing committee reports. John Cassida for the boat ramp. Is he on here, John? Obviously
think
not a lot going on.
he emailed in a few hours ago or this afternoon and said that he was not going to be able to make it.
And he had no report too, I believe he said on that email. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the water's way out. I actually drove down there and it's not coming in. Thing's high and dry, so that's where it'll be for a bit. Golf course, Jeff said he didn't have anything. It's snowed in on the golf course, so you know, you can't even get out there and sled right now because you just can't get out there. The drifts are too high. So welcome committee, interested in leading welcome team, please email the board. Were there any this month? No new community members were welcomed this month officially anyway. Firewise, Carla Slaymaker, she got nothing. Parks and Rec, Kurt, Frederick, he's not here.
He said he was going to be gone as well. He emailed in. Don't believe that he had anything to report. But I can check if you want to follow back up with me.
Okay. Sherman Township, Tracy Sabo.
She's not on, but I do have an update from Troy. They owed us a snow plan that we haven't gotten yet, but he did explain what happened with this snow event. He said the ice before the snow complicated matters, and they are still working on the snowplow truck with the spreader. The overarching plan is they will respond and act as quickly as possible to allow people to get moving again. They had to coordinate with the county as well as digging themselves out to be able to help. Their normal maintainer operator was snowed in till Tuesday at his home because the township he resides in did not get it cleared. And I think the snow event was Saturday?
Yeah, Friday or Saturday.
So-
I personally think they did a great job. You know, I thought
I
they
did
got
too.
in quick. We've
Mhm.
been out here, I mean, way longer than this, with way less snow than this, waiting for somebody to show up. So I personally thought they did a good job. So
Right. And I think that people need to understand that we're a rural area. Oh, Travis has his hand up too. Anyway, that's what he said.
I just wanted to echo the same thing. Travis Gilbert here. As far as one who has worked doing snow removal, thankfully I didn't have to this year, but they did an awesome job. And even the
Great.
city of Manhattan is still working on snow removal and widening roads. So I think they did a fantastic job response time considering the event. So
Absolutely. And I'd like to add to all the people, all the neighbors that kicked in and helped and tried to widen everything and help neighbors clear out. I mean, that was like unbelievable. What a nice, great place we live in.
all right, well, they will be coming out and knock this ice off once it thaws more. I mean, we're going to see them again before the thaw. So those of you newer folks that haven't been here.
I
Okay.
will say there's some weather people that are talking another snowstorm next weekend into the following week. So be prepared if you weren't this last time around. Maybe restock your salt, buy a shovel if you didn't, things like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Good
Good
idea.
to be prepared. Golf course prairie management, Laura Mendenhall. She's
No, she has no report.
cool. Equipment, Kurt. Nothing on that. I didn't hear anything from that. So, okay. That concludes the committees. So the Sewer Lagoon update, I'll just read this briefly. In a recent email, Evan McMillan said the grant funding has all been signed for and we will begin utilizing the grant funding soon. The engineer continues to work on drafting and finalizing the plans, and the cultural study has been completed. Both of these will get sent to KDHE for review soon. Updates continue to be posted on universityparks.org. Do you have anything else, Joanne, on that?
I do not.
Okay.
And I've uploaded it.
I get the notices from Raleigh County for like auctions and all, and I did see a request for quotes for hauling a bunch of material for a sewer lagoon. It did not say it was coming to University Park. It didn't actually say where it was going. I didn't open the doc. I just read the header, and maybe it didn't in detail. So it could be somebody else's, but it was interesting. It looks like that they're not ready for us. So I'm guessing it must have been somebody else, because if they're still formalizing the plan, they wouldn't be getting quotes already. But
Interesting.
okay. Rental house management search is still on hold. We do intend to proceed with this. We just need to finish the other stuff we're working on. So firehouse building, the site prep has begun. It's in process. The foundation's poured. The building package should be in mid-January. Riley County counselors preparing a one-page license that gives Evergy and Riley County permission to have an electric line over UP property, providing electricity to the new firehouse. And once we get it, the board, we're going to sign it. We've talked about it. And basically there's a pole back behind the house and they're going to tap into that pole and carry the line, halfway across the UP property and feed their fire station. The document says that if we ever need to have it removed for some reason, it's all on them. They have to, they're going to pay for any removal or things along that line. So, okay.
James,
Yes.
just a second. Andrea, could you give your last name for my meeting minutes? Thank you. I saw you just joined.
Yeah, Schubert, Schubert.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, let's see, firehouse building, legal discussion. There you go, on legal discussion. So on 16 December, HUD received an email from the complainant's lawyer expressing his client's desire to withdraw her complaint. A withdrawal with the resolution form was sent by HUD to the complainant, Ms. Maples, to sign it. If signed, the complaint will be withdrawn and the case closed and the investigation stopped. Without the complainant's signature on that form, the case stays open and still under investigation. The complainant had until Tuesday, December 17th before noon to return her signature. To date, it hasn't been signed and we haven't been notified of the next step. So that's where that's at right now. So I did contact the lawyer. And I was in town. I stopped in and I touched base with our lawyer for, requesting an update on it. And he was going to contact the complainant's lawyer and do lawyer talks and then give us information of where we are. And I have not gotten information on where we are. So,
Hey, James, how long ago was that you checked with him? A couple days or just out of curiosity?
first time in town, wasn't it?
It was the end of last week.
Yeah, I'd say probably Thursday or Friday.
Okay,
Yeah,
super.
it was Friday actually, because I said we had a meeting on Tuesday. Yeah, so probably Friday.
Okay, thank you.
No.
And he
So,
hadn't heard from HUD at all in the last month since December 17th.
No. Yeah, really surprised. No, nothing.
Wow.
So we need an update from the lawyer so we can find out, what the next step is on our part. So, any comments on that issue? Okay. The Haywood Park sign. So Brian McNulty offered to build a sign for us. He went back and forth with the board with some emails and some discussion, and he sent some sketches or drawings of how he was going to lay it out. And we're talking about it. We just need to approve some money so we can provide the materials. I did tell him that we would pay him for it, his work, if he wanted anything. He didn't necessarily say he wants anything yet. He's a reasonable man. I'm not concerned it's going to be unreasonable. So what I would like to do is I would like to authorize $500 for materials and labor if needed to get the sign built.
And I just want to make a quick point under the discussion part. He was the only one who volunteered. And so we really appreciate him volunteering.
And if you don't know who Brian McNulty is, I think he's fire chief of the fire department. Is he fire chief?
He is.
Yeah. He's also the guy that mows around the University Park sign out on University Park and was it?
Highview.
And Highview, that intersection. He's the guy that mows out there. Nobody else does. He does it because it looks nice, but also because they need to get to it to refill the fire trucks. So, he's doesn't live in the community, but lives very close to the community, and he's always been real helpful to us. So we do appreciate him doing this for us. So,
Yeah.
okay. Any other comments on this sign and the money?
Is that $500 that you proposed, is that based on a bid that he provided, or is that just kind of a throw it out there number?
It's just a number. I don't see any way it's going to be that much, but I
Okay.
don't want to come back and ask for more. So,
Are you ready
Right.
for a motion?
so I would like to motion to allow up to $500 for construction of the Haywood Park sign. Do I have a second?
I
I'll
second.
second. Or we'll vote.
It's cool. All in favor?
Aye.
I
You said I too, Sarah? Okay, sorry,
Mhm.
thank you. So it's been approved for up to $500 for construction of the Hayward Park sign. Okay, that's it. Let's see, new business. Is there any new business that I missed?
No, you stated some at the beginning of it. We'll go over annual financials next month and set the meeting dates and things like that. So aside from that, I have no new business on my end.
And I don't have any either.
All right, good. Okay, any comments from the community? Cool. Okay, so I would like to motion to leave the meeting open for an executive session for legal matters. Do I hear a second?
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
aye.
Cool. It's been approved to leave the meeting open for executive session. Thank you very much. That concludes the meeting. That was quick. How long was that? Let me see here. We're gonna break a record. Holy shit, 15 minutes?
And we're all warm. So thank you.
All right. Hey, there's a chat there. Hold on. She
It's
said
Lori
thanks. Okay.
thanking us.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.